Are free weights better than machines? Both machines and free weights have their place in your workout routine. I like to think that I keep it about 80% free weights and 20% weighted machine. There are a few different reasons for this. Free weights keep the resistance on the muscle constant throughout the joint's range of motion, while machines use variable resistance, with the resistance changing throughout the range of motion. Using free weights is going to require stricter form and more strength to produce the same motion as a weighted machine if you are using the same weight, which will require you to output more energy than using a weighted machine. With a weighted machine, your stabilizer muscle array not in play, because the machine is stabilizing the weight for you. This is a great way to isolate a specific muscle. You can add on more weight than you would normally be able to do with free weights and complete the motion. This will complement your free weight movements by increasing your strength in that particular muscle group and allow you to perform heavier exercises with free weights. Use both weighted machines and free weights. Just understand that free weights should probably be your main focus while weighted machines your secondary. There are great answers here already, so I'll proffer an illustrative example. Let's compare a barbell squat to the leg press machine. These two both work the same primary muscle group, the lower half of the posterior chain, plus the quads, but one is a free weight lift and the other is a machine lift. When you load weight onto the leg press machine, get in, and press it out, you are training your glutes and hamstrings well, along with your quadriceps depending on the angle of your legs. Great! When you squat at the same perceived load, which will be at a lower actual weight than for the leg press, your main lifting muscles get pretty much exactly the same workout. However, in a squat, the rest of your body has to get involved. In the leg press machine, the only thing your body has to do is move the weight linearly. It can't go anywhere else, it can't go too far, and it can't fall and crush you. You can pull off a leg press using only your glutes, hamstrings and quads and not use a single other muscle in your body. If the weight is on a barbell across your shoulders, suddenly your back and abdominal muscles have to be involved, otherwise you'll fold up like a cheap deck chair, and your upper body has to get involved, or the bar will fall off your back and make a terrible noise. Also, because the path of the bar is up to you, not a machine, the other muscles in your hips and legs, the ones which aren't actually lifting the weight, still have to work to keep your legs stable and in the right place as you drop and rise. All of these things work the relevant muscles and make them stronger even though the lift doesn't target them specifically. As a nice bonus, free barbell exercises also require, and will therefore build, stronger coordination. This same argument works for pretty much everything else. Controlling a free barbell will always work more of your body than a fixed machine. Unless illness or age physically prevents you from using free weights, use free weights. Caveat: if you're deep into bodybuilding, there are reasons to go back to machines because you want to target individual muscles. This answer is aimed at someone in the early stages of weight training. Because you are asking the question, I am going to assume you are a beginner. As a beginner, you will get far better results from free weights. The people doing your program seem to know this, so just follow their program and trust it. The reason most gyms are full of machines has nothing to do with effectiveness and everything to do with economics. They need to sell memberships, and a bunch of fancy machines makes the place look cool and unintimidating. They don't want to spend time training their staff to coach free weight exercises. They want you to run a circuit on the machines and leave. They don't want you hanging around grunting during heavy deadlifts and making noise setting the barbell down. They don't want you bothering the other patrons who feel bad seeing actually strong people. Compound free weights give neurological and hormonal benefits that machines can't touch. You have to balance and control and often support the weight. You have to use many muscles together in the way nature intended. Machines force an unnatural path and loading while isolating a muscle that was never evolved to act in isolation or in a sitting position. Machines are safer in that you can never drop something heavy on your head, but they are famous for causing tendinitis. If you were an experienced bodybuilder who was fine-tuning their physique for a show, I can see the utility of machines. If you needed physical therapy, I can see the utility of machines. But for strength, size, and athleticism, basic free weight exercises like back squats, deadlifts, bench press, standing press, rows, power cleans, are far superior. In fact, you could do just those exercises and get brutally strong. You don't need variety. Just keep adding weight to the bar. If you've been lifting long enough, you have learned that there is a place for both. Don't you believe that Arnold and Franco only trained with free weights? They used very primitive machines and lots of cable exercises. The fact of the matter is they used everything available because they wanted to work the muscle from every possible angle and in every possible way. Leg presses as an example. They would do squats, but also machine leg presses since they hit the leg in different ways. Bodybuilding gets into isolation exercises to hit a specific muscle. That is why they look different than power lifters who arguably lift heavier weights. Bodybuilders lift lighter weights but do insane numbers of sets and reps. Lifting heavy weight makes or denser, harder-looking muscles than simply hypertrophy, which can result in big muscles but they don't look as hard and dense. So depending on what you are trying to accomplish, you probably want to include both machines and free weights. I use machines to work around problematic joints I have injured in the past. There is also the notion of functional strength versus show strength. You may have great big biceps, or a killer-looking chest, but can you lift a washing machine and load it on a truck yourself? Can you lift and press a sofa over your head to load it on a truck? Is your grip strong enough to lift a 5-gallon bucket of sand in each hand and carry it from your front yard to the back? Too much focus on machines and isolation exercises may leave you looking good, but not nearly with the functional strength you think you have. Big biceps but with the grip of a little girl and you only embarrass yourself. Same goes for a big upper body and chicken legs. How you gonna hold and move all that weight your chest, shoulders and arms can hold if your legs cannot move much more than your body weight?